What's going on, guys? Jason here with another day-night scope. No, I'm just playing. So Arken Optics reached out to us. They're releasing a new day-night scope that is running the newest Sony sensor that's out. It's a 5x20 optic. It's called the Zulus. They sent it to me to test out, play with, and see what we thought of it. So I want to do a quick unboxing video of it and kind of go through the optic a little bit. We'll go through the instructions and just kind of some of the features it has and whatnot. I'm pretty excited about this optic. Based off of the information they sent me and stuff, I know it's a little bit smaller optic, which is cool. More lightweight for us guys that like to run and gun. But let's check her out. So we'll take that out. We don't need that. So here we got this right here. It looks like a, yep, that is a rag to clean the lenses with. All right, so here's your instructions. All right, set these off to the side because we're gonna go through these. Power cord and or charging cord. Looks like some screws and an Allen wrench for the mount. This is a rail mount, so you'll be able to mount this to any rail system. M-lock rail system. The eyepiece, one thing I like about this eye cup is these right here, okay? When this piece is attached to the eye cup itself, it makes it a lot harder to lose because this actually screws into the back of the optic. So that is one of the good features I like about it so far. All right, let's check this little guy out. He's not very big. Whew, check that dude out. He's just a little feller. All right, so there is the Zulus. Now, here's the eye cup. Let's just screw this on here. That just screws on there. Now you got your eye relief and your front focus. This looks to be the zoom. So you got a zoom. This is how you zoom the optic right here on this. Power button, menu button. It looks like this is going to be, because of the half moon, dark and white. It looks like that's going to be your adjustment for daytime to nighttime. And this looks like it's going to have something to do with the IR light, because usually if it has the light symbol, that's to turn the IR light up on. Of course, it has the arrow buttons on here too, which is probably going to be through the menu. And then, of course, your record button. So this does have a built-in rangefinder, guys. So you do have a laser rangefinder, as well as a built-in IR light. So this thing is super compact. It weighs under a pound. It's insane. So super small. It does run off an 18650. I haven't tested yet, but I went and looked for one of our old unprotected 18650s because I was curious if our regular, protected 18650 was going to work in it or not. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it has the clearance to get threads. It does not. So you're not going to be able to run a protected 18650, which is not our favorite because we like having that protection on there, but you will be able to run a unprotected 18650. There's a bunch of those out there. So we'll just get that snugged up there. All right. So there we go. Let's go through the instructions a little bit here. We'll go over some of the features and some of the goodness of it. Operating temperatures are between negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit and 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can use them in freezing like conditions. I'm assuming they're with the -4, that's actually pretty good. I would assume you're still going to get away with it running it even in a little bit colder conditions because it's running an 18650 instead of like a CR123. So what I've learned is with some of the CR123 scopes, if you run an external battery, they seem to work better in the colder climates. So some of the features, though, it's got a 1920 by 1080 resolution. That's a pixel resolution. That's fantastic. That means you're going to it should hold some serious clarity and have some really good image quality directly through the optic. It's got a 60 hertz frame rate, refresh rate. And then it also video records in 1920 by 1080. So what you see through the optic should be exactly what you get on the video quality. That is to be determined because I haven't used it yet, but we will definitely be testing that theory out. It's got a 45 millimeter eye relief, so you got good eye relief. It does run off, like I said, an 18650. They say up to 8 hours of battery time, but I read over here, the device is powered by an external 18650 battery with up to 8 hours of operation when the IR is not on. So I'm gonna have to test to see how long with the stock IR it will actually run. But if you want to get longer range out of this, even though it does come with a stock IR built in, you know, running one of our IR lights, you're definitely gonna get more runtime out of the scope. Just saying. But we're gonna test that. Anyway, guys, it comes in at 584 grams. That's with the battery mount eyepiece protector. So that is less than a pound. So that's insane. It's super light. It does have an 850 IR. It does have Wi-Fi. And it does run off a 32-bit gigabyte to 128 gigabyte SD card. So you can run up to 128 gigabytes. That's pretty cool. It has higher resolution imaging, video recording in 1020 by 1920 by 1080 at 60 hertz. The actual display screen is also 60 hertz in a 1920 by 1080. It's got instantaneous zeroing. I haven't zeroed it, obviously, but I'm anxious to get it out and test it and see what they mean by instantaneous. So that'll be exciting. A 3-axis gyroscope. It does have picture-in-picture. Full color under low light conditions. So I'm going to assume that is when you start getting that low light, you still get full color. So you're not. So like even if you have a full moon, you could probably run it in day mode and or the color mode and get color at night. So that's a pretty cool feature. It's got one-touch zeroing via the app. Like I said, I haven't done any research into that, but I'm going to do it. It does come with a ballistic calculator and a customized ballistic table. So you guys that want to get super accurate with the rangefinder, you will be able to do that with this optic. Like I said, with a 5x20, it's going to be a heck of a little unit. And it just goes through the controls. So this is so like I said, it has a power button, but this is actually where all of your plugins go. You got your SD card slot, the Type-C port, and then also has a charging indicator on it. So you have those on the side over there. I'm just kind of going over it real quick, looking at some different things that we haven't talked about here. Just talks about it does have recoil activated recording. It does have auto recording, which is nice. That's just going over ranging, and then it goes over zeroing. Yeah, so you'll just be moving the X and Y just like you would with the one-shot zero on the other stuff, on the other optics, which should be easy. It should be an easy, quick run through. They do talk about the custom ballistic table in the ballistics app, so you can download the app and be able to really get this thing precise, like super precise. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff talking about the ballistics calculations, and then it goes into image quality enhancement function. So it has a natural mode, which is what the real life sees, and then it has a color boost mode. And I think that color boost mode is the mode that allows you to see in low light with not as much with good ambient light. So that's like this right here. So it has an overexposure compensation is disabled or it's enabled. So when you got the overexposure, that's when you got looks like it's too bright, kind of whitening out, and then you have the over here where you have the exposure enabled, and it's clearing that image up towards super clear. So I'm pretty excited to play with this and try it out. I think it's going to be a good little unit. Anyway, guys, that's a quick overview of the Arken Zulus. I'm pretty excited about it. Like I said, it's going to be a cool little scope. It's got, being so small and compact, it's going to be a heck of a little unit for those guys, hunting over feeders and that close range stuff. So I look forward to playing with it, testing it out, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Thanks, guys.